Hey YouTube, hey, it's Tayomi Strong. I'm back again. It's been shit. How long has it been since I posted a video? A couple months. It's actually been way longer than that. Okay, I got a lot of shit. I gotta get out there. I did some videos. I just haven't posted it yet, cause the area that I'm in they like to look over people's shit and make sure that they don't post anything stupid. So yeah, so um I can let you guys know that hey, I'm in Korea right now, so that's probably why I haven't been around or you haven't seen any posts or any videos from me recently. But I am in Korea, and I'm gonna give you guys my intake and my experience on Korea and how Korea is and the life and the whole pandemic and all that shit over here. So for those of y'all that's getting out the basic training and Korea is your first duty station, you might want to listen up to this shit. Alright? But I got a lot of information I gotta put out. I'm not gonna do all of it in one video. I'm gonna try to make this like a maybe like an 8-10 minute video, and then I can break it down into different stuff, cause I have videos I haven't posted yet. I didn't, but I haven't posted them yet. But I guess you could say this is like the intro to the videos, I guess. Whatever. But so we can talk about the moment I left in the States to come to Korea. That's gonna be the starting point, cause like I said, I gotta get you guys caught up, right? So yeah, caught up. Let's see. My experience so far, the traveling has been chaotic. It took me about 18 hours to get, 19 hours to get from the stateside to Korea. It's not as bad as it seems, because the whole time difference kicks in and you never notice it until you 1 minute it's nighttime, then you see the sunrise, and then the next you know it's morning and you're in the sky, and next you know the time changed like by a couple hours. Like, it's ridiculous. But jet lag is definitely a thing. You definitely be all off time, and it's crazy. So my first thing is my plane, Alaskan Airlines. I'm not talking bad about Alaskan Airlines, but they have some issues, because I took that flight and we made it onto the plane before they say, we apologize, thank you for flying with us, but there's an issue with one of the something in the plane that wouldn't start, and blah blah blah. They had to turn the plane off to reset it again. At this point I'm thinking, I don't want to fly anymore. I really don't want to fly in this flight anymore if they gotta reset something. And I was like, nah, I don't trust this shit. And then they reset the plane, the lights came off, everything shut down, then they restarted it back up again. And you think that would have fixed the problem, and no, they still had the issue. And then they said that they had to import a part from Atlanta, Georgia to Seattle, cause that's where I was flying out from. I was flying out from Seattle, and that was one. They talking about they had to fly that part or whatever they needed from Atlanta Airlines. And that at that point I was like, I think I should start looking for a new flight. But at that time it was like 1-2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, how the hell am I gonna get a plane? And so that was nice. Then we waited around. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning, and they said they finally got the part in from the Delta, from the plane I flew it in, which was Delta Airlines. I flew it in. Then they get the part installed, and the plane still is not operational. The plane wouldn't fly. So that was a sign that says, hey, don't fly in Alaskan Airlines. And I was like, yep, time to move on. So I had to call my people them up, and I was like, hey, I need a new flight, because this flight is all jacked up. They don't know how to get their planes in the sky and shit. So they end up giving us some meal vouchers that we couldn't really use because everything was closed. So it was like pointless. So I ended up calling Delta Airlines, since apparently Delta Airlines can fly, and I was like, hey, I need a ticket to go to Seattle. So I was flying up from Fort Campbell, and I had to fly to Seattle. Wait, did I say that already? Okay, I got it mixed up. I was flying from Tennessee to Seattle. That's what the issue was. Yeah. So this is just me getting started. I was flying from Tennessee to Seattle, and I had to fly. I had to pay for that ticket myself. Luckily, it was the same price. And I was able to get one from Delta the next day, and then I flew to Seattle, and I made it there. But I missed my actual military flight to go to friggin' Korea. So what that mean was I had to schedule a new flight with the ACEM. I don't know what they call it, air control something. They do with military stuff. But yeah, so I had to call them up and be like, hey, I missed my plane because this plane had issues and blah blah blah. And they was like, okay, fine, we'll reschedule you. I said, okay, great. When can I fly tomorrow? They said, no, you can fly on Friday. I was like, Friday? At that time, it was Monday, going into Tuesday, and then I had like pretty much 3 to 4 days to wait until that next flight. So I was stuck in Seattle for 3 to 4 days, or days, 3 days and nights, whatever. And that was not fun. But luckily, I knew some people in at Fort Lewis, which is in Seattle, and I was able to, stay with them for a little bit in the meantime while this damn flying here, it's killing me. While I waited, so it was bad. I get to explore Seattle a little bit. Seattle was pretty cool. It's expensive as fuck out there, but it was pretty cool. Yeah, and getting onto that flight, I wasn't the only military there. It was mixed up between military families and civilians and more other soldiers and shit like that. So that flight was like pretty much a military flight to Korea. So our flight was to go from Seattle to, we had to make one stop and then we was arriving in Korea. I'm not going to say what the stop is because of OPSEC, security and all that. So I don't want to say anything about where the stops was, but we went from Seattle to a stop to Korea. So we finally made it to Korea. Now at that time it was 7 to 8 p.m. and it was like kind of snowing. It was cold as fuck when we got here. It was really cold. I got here like in November, December-ish. I'm gonna leave it right there. I don't want to say exactly when, but it was cold as fuck. And so the plane ride to Korea was pretty interesting. It was a 6-hour flight from Seattle to the stop to Korea, and it wasn't bad. It was 6 hours. Luckily, I had my games to keep me busy. I had my Nintendo Switch. I had my laptop, which I never pulled out. I had my game box, which was like a portable thing where I could put my PS4 in, and I had that with me too. So I was pretty busy. But the flight wasn't bad. Let me see. I got less than a minute and a half left. Like I said, I'm gonna make this 10 minutes. I'm not gonna go over that. But the Korea to me was surprising. I never been to Korea before, and to see like how much mountains it had, it was beautiful at one point, and it was like, damn, that's a lot of mountains, which means it must be cold as fuck over here. So Korea has a lot of mountains. It's rocky as fuck. It's not bad. When we got here, it was interesting. The terrain was nice. The water, everything was good when we came to Korea. But yeah, so that's my experience from when I flew out to until then. And I also have, yeah, my next video, I'm gonna explain to you what happened when I got to Korea, and what quarantine life was like. So tell you guys what to bring for quarantine, cause the pandemic's still going on. That shit is still a thing. So most of y'all thinking that, oh, this shit's gonna go away. You got a shot, you got vaccinated, blah blah blah. No, this shit is still there, still alive, still kicking. But yeah, stay tuned to my next video, and you guys can get the little shindig and all that. All right. Tayomi Strong, I'm glad to be back. I'm gonna make some more videos today and post it up and upload the ones I already posted up. So stand by. All right, peace.